Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 325. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. You can join me on camera after I do the weather. We can hang out. You can promote yourself, tell us what's going on with your business, say hello, whatever, happy spring, whatever you would like. And if you share this out, that would be also super great because then more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. So let's get started. Hey, Dave is here saying hello, my wonderful YouTube friend. Hey, Dave, fist bump, as we like to do. We're friendly here at Bull City Hangout. I do want to welcome you, and also I want to thank those who are watching the replay for doing so. I think I get a few more viewers after the fact than actually live. But in any case, I love doing this, so it doesn't matter when you watch, as long as you watch. Oh, and a big shout out to the North Carolina School of Science and Math. I worked there for a very short period after I moved here. Then I realized that my aunt needed me and I had to quit the job, but it was a great place to work. Actually, you should check this out. So, if you have a really ambitious student at home who loves science and or math or both, check out NCSSM. They're right on the north side of Durham on Broad Street, and it's it's the only high school that is affiliated with the universities of North Carolina universities, which is really interesting. Top-notch education. Uh, anyway, just check it out. It's a fabulous school. It doesn't get enough play. People really don't hear about it much. They actually have students representing all of the counties of North Carolina, and they strive to, how can I put this, to match the demographics. So they want equal representation of, a lot of people forget that there are even Native Americans living in North Carolina. They have a lot of Native American students there, black, white, whatever, whoever lives in North Carolina, they want everybody represented. So they're pretty good at recruiting, but maybe not the best at marketing because a lot of us don't even know about it. It's an incredible school and it's free. It's They also have what do you call those classes? Like for rural students who are advanced and really interested in science and math, they have the online classes. There's a word for that. Can't remember what it is, but it's like they have an online like studio where they broadcast specialized science and math programming to rural students because very often it's hard for them to get specialized instruction because there's not a lot of students in the rural areas, at least not enough for concentrated, these classes. And Deb is saying, STEM it up. You know that's right. STEM it up indeed. STEM and STEAM. Indeed. So let me put on my specs so I can see everything. Move my keyboard. All right. So grab my iPad here and let's see what is on the Word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. Lots of programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and local governments as well. So just go up and down the page, see what you can sign up for. And let's see, today is the 25th. This is probably going to be one of my last times mentioning the LEAP program. Let me scroll down to it. Durham Tech, DSS. It's a federal program, federally funded, but it's run locally by Durham County, by DSS, Durham Social Services. So here's the thing. The deadline, let me find it first. Wait a minute. There it is. The deadline is the end of the month. I don't want you to wait till the end of the month to sign up for this, but it is called the Low Income Energy Assistance Program. And this is for people who have fallen behind in their heating bill. You can get caught up. If you're accepting to the program, then DSS will make one payment in your name of $300, $400, or $500 to Duke Energy, wherever you're getting your heat. You can get all caught up so that when you need to turn on the heat, it turns on. So they spend the money as the applications are rolling in. So even though they say you can apply through Tuesday, March 31st, Yeah, don't wait to the very last day because, like I said, they're spending the money and they want to spend all the money. If you're a nonprofit, you know how important it is to spend the money that's allotted to you because if you don't, a lot of times they won't give you the same amount next year. They figure you don't need it. So help the county help us by signing up for this program. Don't wait to the last minute though, because you want to make sure that you actually get in on this program and that the money they spend will include you. There are many different ways to sign up. Actually, go to DurhamSkywriter.com, go to the word page, scroll down to Durham County Department of Social Services, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. You can make a phone call. You can stop by. Their office, of course, is 414 East Main Street. Also, you can go online to epass.nc.gov. There's all kinds of different ways. And if you're already served by DSS, if you already have a social worker over there that you know, yeah, give them a call. If you know what I'm saying, give them a call. And like I said, don't wait till the last minute. Okay. All righty. Now, the Durham County Libraries are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Okay. Oh, if you're looking for a place to volunteer, check out the Durham Literacy Center. You can help people learn how to read and improve their reading skills. A lot of times, people have had, like rough lives or whatever, couldn't really pay attention in school or just life got in the way and suddenly they're adults with children and they need to learn how to really read so they can help their child with their homework or help at least criticize their book reports, etc., etc. So sometimes these are people who are new to the country and they know a little English, but they really need to learn more, especially again to help their kids in school and to get jobs, etc. There's also youth achievement programs for out of school young people between the ages of 16 and 24 who, again, realize I need to do better. I realized I want to go to college, or I realized that I need to get a job and it's a little tougher than I thought out there. So there's all these different programs. So check it out. If you need to take any of these classes, then yeah, connect with the Durham Literacy Center. They're located at 1905 Chapel Hill Road, over there by not too far from the Scrap Exchange and Food Lion and the Durham Community Food Pantry. So definitely check that out. And again, if you want to help, you can definitely help by volunteering. Some classes are in a full class format. Some classes are one-on-one because like GED, for example, that's really intense and it's really tough. If you've gone to college already, check out what's expected of you. When it comes to the GED program, just look at the questions and whatnot. You realize it's kind of tough and very intense. So anyway, check it out. Durham Literacy Center listed right there on the word page. Okay, let's check with Durham Tech. Let's see if there's any classes that we can take online, virtually, for those of us who want to start businesses. Let's see, today's Wednesday. Oh, here's a class from 6 until 8. Turn your passion into a business on Etsy. That sounds really good. Etsy, as you might know, is an online, it's like a website for artists, people who make things. And they're able to go to Etsy, set up a shop, and then sell their items via Etsy. And it's really competitive. And unfortunately, Etsy's kind of lost the plot. I don't know if the teacher of this particular class tonight from 6 until 8, if they'll admit this, but Etsy is now allowing manufacturers in. And that's the whole idea of Etsy, is to help small-time makers and creators get their work out there in the world. So anyway, it's still there. And if you learn how to work it, maybe you need to take this class and learn how to really work it. Get your work out there, make some money, and let people know how creative you are. So this class is again from 6 until 8. Here's another class from 6 until 8. Free AI agents, of course, AI is artificial intelligence, free AI agents, and digital assistants to work for you. That's interesting. I guess you would call, I guess like when you go to those websites and they have like this little tab to the side where you can click and ask questions and they'll answer as if it's and it sounds like a real person. So I guess they'll teach you how to set that up on your website. And that again is going to be from 6 until 8. So all of this is listed under Durham Technical Community College's Small Business Center on the Word page. One more class that I'm mentioning here from 6 until 8, social media marketing. And in a way, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm on social media doing Bull City Hangout, which is on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And it's my way of letting you know what's happening, but it's also a way of marketing for the Durham Skywriter, my online community paper. So you might want to learn all the various ways that you can market yourself online. That's going to be tonight from 6 until 8. All righty. Oh, and just to let you know, tomorrow at 2, there's going to be a free class, Finding Your Customer and Creating a Marketing Plan. I wish they put an S on that because you need more than one customer. Ooh, Dave is saying, I had a buddy that would carve magic wands and selling them on there. So on Etsy. That's really cool for people who are big Harry Potter fans. I like that idea. Turning a stick into something that people want to pay for. It's kind of like pet rocks. People were making beautiful objects out of rocks and people were buying them. Why not? Why not? Indeed. I love that, Dave. Magic wands. I like that. You know what? I know a woodworker. I don't know if he'd want to do that. Probably not. Because of, I think it might clash with his beliefs. Some people have, you know, interesting ideas about magic, but still, I like that idea of making magic wands and selling anything on Etsy. I actually bought. Let me see if I can find it real quick to show you. Oh yeah, I bought this on Etsy. I wanted my own patch on my sling bag right here. It has a Velcro backing. Yeah, they sell these on Etsy where you can get super personalized items. That's how cool it is. And I have another one. See, where's my other sling bag? Wait, is it this one? No, wait. I have so many sling bags. Okay, wait, I have another sling bag. I don't see it right now. But anyway, it says press, and it's really cool. Hopefully, it'll get me past the police lines when I want to cover certain stories. But yeah, so you can get super, super great things on Etsy. Oh, thanks, Dave. I'm going to write this down. Cobra Craft Wands. Let me write that down. That's your friend there. Cobra Craft Wands. I love the idea. And I'm going to check it out and see what kind of wands he has and see if he has a Harry Potter. I guess you have to be careful with referring to copyrighted uh, things. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go online and check that out. Dave, thank you. Oh, let me write down Etsy right next to it. Etsy. Yeah, I love that. Thanks, Dave. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. I think was that it? That's it for the classes. Okay. And I think if I remember correctly, SCORE, well, let me check SCORE. Let me not assume. Let me see. Do they have classes this week? SCORE, by the way, is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. They also um, teach budding entrepreneurs how to run a business. Oh, he died. Oh, your friend died that made the. Oh. Oh, you know what? I should have caught that. You said I had a buddy that. Oh, bless your heart. Okay, yes. Oh, he died last year. Gee. Hmm. So it's probably not on Etsy anymore. But if I do, I'll look for it anyway in case somebody else is running it or in case, I don't know. I'll just look for it anyway. But anyway. Yeah, thanks, Dave. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. I didn't realize he had died. I should have caught that when he said had. Okay, let's see. See, there any classes run by SCORE today? Let's see. Today is the 25th. They had two yesterday. Oh, the next class is Saturday. One page business plan for startups, the business model canvas. That's going to be Saturday. So I'll tell you about that on Friday. All righty, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and oh, wait a minute. Let me check the triangle. Let's see. I'm so glad I checked this. Okay. The Triangle Nonprofit and Volunteer Leadership Center. They have virtual workshops. And again, it's for nonprofits, it's for volunteers, it's for people who are looking to help others via nonprofits and via volunteering. So there's going to be a workshop tomorrow morning, and this one is for people who are running nonprofits, and it's called What's Your ROVI? That stands for Return on Volunteer Investment. Sometimes it takes money. You have to spend money sometimes to reach volunteers or to keep them coming back, so to speak. So this workshop, What's Your ROVI, Return on Volunteer Investment, will be held, let's see, this is online and it's free. If you're a member of the Triangle Nonprofit and Volunteer Leadership Center, I didn't know they had actual membership. Okay, so, oh, wait a minute. TRIAVA is actually the Triangle Association of Volunteer Administrators. There you go. So you might want to check that out. So it's free for members. And then if you're not a member, then you can pay $29. You might want to check out becoming a member because this sounds really interesting. So I do have a link right there so you can get more information on both the organization and the workshop, which will be held tomorrow morning from 10 until 11. All right, glad I checked that one. Okay, let's go to let's see. Let's go to the health page. To your health, where of course you can join in and participate in one of these research studies. They're all interesting. Here's one run by Duke. It's called the Beacon, Bridging Equity and Access in Care and Outcomes for Dementia. They want to know how people who are caring for folks living with dementia, and that does include Alzheimer's, Lewy, I don't know if it's Lewy or Levy, Lewy body dementia and vascular dementia. And vascular dementia, if I'm not mistaken, is the early onset. So they want to know how you are doing dealing with your doctors, your hospitals, etc. They want to be able to, of course, improve their service. So you can participate and get by, if you're chosen for the study, you'll have a 1 hour conversation with a staff member and you'll get a $50 gift card as a way of saying thank you. How about that? How about that? So there's all these different studies. Check them out. And now let me scroll down and see if there are any blood drives where you can literally save lives by donating blood. Let's see, today's the 25th. Yes, the American Red Cross right now, they're at the Duke Wellness Center, which is at 305 Tower View Drive, and they will be there until 4:30. And then tomorrow, they'll return to the Duke Wellness Center at 305 Tower View Drive, and they'll be there tomorrow from 11 until 4:30. Let's check with the blood connection. They're taking off the week, apparently, and they'll be back on Sunday. Alrighty, let's go to the top of the page and click on that health events button. Let's see if there's anything going on today that I can tell you about. Let's see, today is the 25th. Oh, that already happened. Okay. Oh, here's one. The LGBTQIA plus Cancer Support Group online meeting that's going to be tonight from 5:30 until 6:30. You can ask questions, get answers to your questions, you can get some resources, share your experiences, give some tips, get some tips. So it's a really good meeting. The LGBTQIA plus Cancer Support Group meeting, 5:30 until 6:30. It's run by Duke. Got the link right there, so you can go ahead and register for that one. Now, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, the American Dance Festival will be hosting the PWR Moves Parkinson's Wellness Recovery Session. That's in person at their studios, the ADF Script Studios, 721 Broad Street on the second floor. That's from 2 until 3. It's for people with Parkinson's and their care partners. It's totally free. And thank goodness they have a parking lot right outside the building, just south. Can't miss it. Just have to take just a few steps. I know it's hard to walk sometimes when you have Parkinson's, but you go ahead and enter the building, and then a few more steps to the elevator, and then you'll be right there on the second floor. Now, if you can't make it in person tomorrow, they have a virtual one on Friday. Check that out by going to the To Your Health page and then click on the Health Events button right at the top. All right, let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue. Great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. Let's see, today is Wednesday. Let's see, this afternoon, the Hispanic Heritage Group continues with fun activities in Spanish until 2 o'clock in the classroom. Chair flow and flex at 1 o'clock. That's exercising while sitting down. Now, the red FB right there means that you can attend virtually by watching the Durham Center for Senior Life on the broadcast on the Facebook page. So it's on Facebook under Durham Center for Senior Life. So if you can't make it, you're like, darn it, I can't go downtown. I'm really busy this afternoon. Then you can watch on your phone from wherever you are and you can join in. The Lifeline dancers meet at 3:30 in the exercise room. So if you want to learn or just participate in some line dancing, definitely do so. Now, tomorrow morning, they're going to have Seniors on the Move line dancing. That's at 8:35, bright and early. And then they'll have Just Ask George. Tech questions from 9 until 11. Bring your technology and learn how to use it. Open Art Studio from 9 until noon in the Art Studio. Breakfast Bingo at 9:30. Yoga Your Way at 10. That one will be on Facebook. Keep It Moving, Gentle Exercise at 10. Conversational French Club at 11. Cardio and More at 11:15. And African Dance and Drumming at 11:30. Bring your own drum. Now, let me check for the special events. There might be something happening. Let's see. Let's see. Scrolling down. There, an awful lot happened this morning. You missed it. But, ooh, in 4 minutes, they'll be celebrating the March birthdays at 12:30. Yeah, they're going to have treats and fun. So if you are a March birthday person, then definitely run down there real quick. They probably, I don't know if they're going to have cake, but they're going to have some kind of treats, and I'm sure they're going to sing happy birthday to you. So that's going to be at 12:30 in just a few minutes at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Now, tomorrow morning at 9, from 9 until noon, they're going to have pro bono, that means free, pro bono elder law planning. So you can learn how to plan, how to, protect your home, your assets, etc. And that's going to be tomorrow from 9 until noon. That sounds really interesting. See if there's anything you can sign up for. All the other events happening this week, you don't have to register. You can just go. So definitely check out the Senior Scope page, the Durham Skywriter, durhamskywriter.com. I also want to mention that JFK Towers is now a DCSL satellite. They're located at 4900 North Roxborough Road. They have different events, coffee, billiards, cards, games, lunch at 11:30, bingo. So check out the listing on the Senior Scope page, and also know that they're going to have a grand opening. They're having a soft opening right now, but the grand opening to announce the partnership of JFK Towers and the Durham Center for Senior Life, that's going to be on Monday at noon. So, yeah, this Monday, yeah, the 30th. So I'll probably be there. Probably. I like a good grand opening. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. What is going on this afternoon? Ooh, I passed it up. Wait a minute. Now, if you're in need, don't be embarrassed. If you need food for your family, stop by St. Joseph AME Church. They're having their community food distribution from 2 until 3. You can enter the parking lot via Nash Street. Oh, let's not forget that Catholic Charities, they're running the Durham Community Food Pantry, and they're open for one more half hour. So on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 10 until 1, you can stop by the Lakewood Shopping Center, 2020 Chapel Hill Road. The Durham Community Food Pantry is something that you have to sign up for, and you can only go once a month. But when you do go, you get a week's worth of groceries, which is beautiful. They have fresh produce, they have great stuff. Sometimes they give away other items. People are always donating things, clothes. Uh, you can get things like charcoal for grilling, pet food. Sometimes they have pet food. Sometimes they have, they almost always have diapers. Sometimes at the end of the month they run out because a lot of people do stop by there to get free diapers. That's the whole idea. But yeah, ask for diapers if you need them. They have the little sizes, newborn up to toddler sizes, and then they have the big ones for adults, like for people with Alzheimer's, dementia, whatever. So don't forget to ask for diapers. And when you do talk to the social worker about the groceries, just know that you can always let them know that if you can't have dairy or pork, and they'll make a substitution. They don't mind at all. People are there speaking Spanish. And then I know there's at least one person there who speaks French. So if you have neighbors from West Africa or whatever, Haiti, Guadeloupe, let them know that someone can speak to them in their language. All righty. Let's see. Okay, that already happened. The Emmanuel Food Pantry. They operate out of the Iglesia Presbiteriana Emmanuel. That's at 2504 North Roxborough Street. You don't have to be a Spanish speaker to get help there. They give away food on Wednesdays from 2 until 4. Here's the thing, though. They don't want traffic to be tied up. So what they're doing now is to have you sign up same day on Wednesday, whatever Wednesday you're going to head over there to get food. So you sign up between 7 and 1, between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. So you have time. You got a half hour. Go ahead and sign up. Let them know when you can get there between 2 and 4. And then when it's your time, you head over to the intersection of Lavender and Banner, okay? And then the volunteers or the staff will direct you to the church, Iglesia, that's church in Spanish, Iglesia Presbiteriana Emmanuel. And again, it's 2504 North Roxborough Street. So they're trying to keep us from clogging up Roxborough because that's a very important street. Northbound Roxborough, very popular street. They're being really good neighbors. Tachi is here. Oh, Dave, wait a minute, Dave, do you speak Spanish? That was very smooth. um, I actually don't. I speak what I call schoolgirl Spanish. So I did take Spanish class in college. I took French as a little kid. I grew up in a Catholic neighborhood in Chicago with a lot of Haitians and Creole. So I took French class as a little one. I then took Spanish Spanish in college. Right. So I can sort of halfway pronounce things a little bit. That doesn't mean I can actually speak Spanish. And Tachi is saying, hey, Tachi, how are you doing? Very happy to have you here. Indeed. And Dave is greeting. He said, doctor, with the fist bump. That's how we do. We're friendly here at Bull City Hangout. That's how we always greet each other. And Tachi saying to Dave, hey there. I used to say that all the time. Hey there. That's one of my favorite phrases. We call that Spanglish around here. Yeah, I remember when I was living in New York for a very short time or visiting New York, and the big question, um, as far as the students, the school system, public schools, they were asking, should we teach Spanglish? Because so many kids are speaking Spanglish, even non Hispanic folks in New York, because Spanish is everywhere. They end up speaking a little bit of Spanish or Spanglish, as you say. And my opinion was teach Spanglish in the schools if you intend for your kids to never leave the neighborhood and to not try to achieve more. And I'm not saying that Spanglish is bad. I'm just saying it's not a formal language. And how can I put this? Because I don't want to sound like I'm being hoity-toity. I think that Spanglish is cool. It's kind of like patois, or what's that other word? I forget that other word, where you're sort of speaking another language. But my thing is, don't hamper children by making them think that Spanglish is a real language when it is not. I think if you're going to learn a language, you should learn it for real. I mean for real. Because patois and Spanglish, that's fine. Pidgin, that's the word. Thank you, Tachi. Thank you. Pidgin English, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't teach that in the schools. If the kids are speaking Spanish or Pidgin English, I think like during recess or when you're trying to be the cool teacher, sure you can delve into that a little bit. But I honestly think if you're going to learn a language, aim high, because if you know a foreign language, it can help you in your travels. Of course, knowing Pidgin English can help too if you're going somewhere. But yeah, in fact, there's this black lady in Chicago. She's amazing. I mentioned that she's black for a reason. She's a police officer. She took it upon herself. And Dave agrees with me. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. This woman, she's a police officer. She realized that learning Chinese, I don't remember, I assume Mandarin, I don't know. But anyway, she took it upon herself to be helpful. She learned Chinese. And she learned it properly. I mean, like for real. And she got really fluent in it. And she became the liaison between the Chinese community and the police. And I guess at that time, they didn't have, I guess, Chinese police officers or not enough. Um, Tachi's saying, oh, I think Creoles and Pidgin, I think the languages themselves are great. I just mean formally in school. I don't think they should be taught formally. They evolve over time as a different way to communicate and are important to culture. I totally agree. I completely agree. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't exist. I completely agree with that. Absolutely. I've worked at an engineering firm where sometimes people had to resort to creating different ways to, because there were so many engineers from different countries, and it was so interesting to see them communicate, because sometimes they didn't use standard English. They would find creative ways to communicate, and it's wonderful. It's also helpful to have a mastery of standard languages as well. I completely agree. Completely agree. And like I said, I've known plenty of people who speak. I grew up in Chicago, where sometimes I had to use nothing but, oh, I forget the words. Um, I forget the word. There are certain words in English that are kind of like the same in different languages. And when you're speaking to people, like if you're speaking to someone who speaks maybe Portuguese or Spanish, and you don't want to say, ooh, that's hard. You'd say that's difficult, because you know that difficult is difícil or difícil, and that they'll understand you better. I forget the word. I forget what that word is. Because actually, I had a Brazilian friend where for a while I had to only use those common type words until she got really, really, really fluent in English. And Tachi is saying, I actually just realized the other day that when my parents spoke Igbo, pronounced Igbo, to us, they mix it with English. Therefore, there are some words I don't know in Igbo. You know, I just got into Igbo music. Well, I've been into Nigerian music since like forever, but I knew that that Igbo was different from Yoruba, a whole different group. Uh, and I'm just now getting into the music for real. Wow. It's a whole different thing. It is a whole different thing. But it's interesting. Now, I had a friend Sylvia, she's Puerto Rican. And when we go to her house, her mom would speak in, wait a minute, wait a minute. Her mom would speak, Sylvia would speak to her mom in English, Spanish, and her mom would try to, because I was there, she would try to speak in English, and it would just became a whole creative thing. It was fun. It was fun. Anyway, I love languages. I really, really do. That's one reason why I love music because it is a language and it's one way to share music with people from different backgrounds. And let me tell you a quick Nigerian story, Taji. And Davidson Ingbo. He's getting see, we're all creative here. He's okay. So Tachi, I was hired to play for graduating social work students in Raleigh. And I asked if there's anyone from another country. I wanted to make sure that I was, representing everybody. So they said, oh, yeah, we have a student from Nigeria. I said, cool. And I said, oh, I don't know. I said, I have all this Nigerian music, but I never bothered to learn who's Igbo and who's Yoruba. I hope I choose the right one. So I chose a song. And it just so happened that I didn't realize that the social work student I was aiming the song at was in another room. And he burst into the room as I was playing this music. He said, that's my people. That's my people. And he started dancing like crazy. So I was like, whew. I picked whatever I picked. I luckily picked the right one. So anyway, so now I'm more, uh, how can I put this, more curious about Igbo now that I know that their music is really different. I think what I chose was an Igbo song because it was, am I being dabbed? I'm being dabbed by Dave. Thank you, Dave. I haven't been dabbed in a while. And Tachi saying, how cool. It was luck and it was really fun. I mean, I love to play music for folks. I mean, I like to play for the CWS. They help refugees of newbies to this country. They welcome them with sometimes special events where they present information for them. So I volunteer DJ and I played all this different music from all these different countries. I was getting thumbs up and smiles. So you can really, like I said, you're really sharing good experiences with people when you play their music and when you introduce music that other folks are unfamiliar with, and they're like, "Ooh, that's interesting." I played some music from some R&B from Egypt once, and this guy, he was telling everybody, he said that's my language. He said that's from my country, and they were like, "Cool." Hey, Malachi is here. Hey, Malachi, happy to have you here. Happy to see you. Indeed. Hope you're doing well. Let us know if you started work back again. I know I think you started. Wait, did you start back to work this week? I think you work evening hours. Let us know so we can, here in Durham, we can stop by and say hi to you. Okay, I think I was reading announcements. Okay, Here's another event happening today at 4 o'clock. The Re-City Network, which is at 112 Broadway Street, they're hosting a re-envision, I think that's a word, they hyphenated it, re-envision your events with Re-City. That's going to be, wait a minute. Why do I have that under Wednesday when that's happening tomorrow? Just to let you know, this is happening tomorrow. So if you have a nonprofit, this is a great place to check out. It's an open house. It's going to be tomorrow at 4, and you can check out this space for your meetings or special events. And you might want to rent a space. Oh, okay. So Malachi's saying, so okay, so you didn't start at Bojangles again. You're still working for Lion Park for the food bank. Oh, let me know when they start having those food giveaways again, because I know that's on certain Thursdays. And I think that's starting next month, if I'm not mistaken. So let us know, because I don't know when you start back, Malachi. If you happen to know, yeah, let us know so that I can announce it and put it in the Skywriter. Thank you so much. And thanks for the work that you do. It's really important work. I mean, feeding people who need, and David saying, Malachi, boom, fist bump. Awesome. um, Helping people who need help get food is just so important, especially nowadays. In fact, I don't know about other cities, but the food bank, our local food bank, and the diaper bank are making daily stops now at RDU Airport because as you know, the TSA workers are not being paid. I think they are now. Let's see. I think the government has missed two paychecks. They're working on their third. A lot of them, I think one airport had, I think it was in Texas, a whole bunch of people quit because they have to feed their families. I mean, showing up to work, um, working over, a lot of them are working overtime because a lot of people are calling in sick because they have to find other jobs or temp work so they can pay their rent. And I really appreciate them. So apparently they're also being appreciated by the food bank and by the diaper bank because they're giving away food and diapers to the DSA workers to show their appreciation. I think other cities, if they have such services, they should think of the TSA workers and do the same. So, ooh, Malachi, okay, wait a minute. Malachi is doing it up. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. So, Malachi starts back, I guess, at Bojangles on Thursday. So, that's next week. Okay, so she works the late afternoon shift. So when you get hungry for early dinner, stop by Bojangles. I'm just saying, say hi to Malachi. And then I guess these are other days you'll be working. May this. Okay. Oh, I didn't even put the comment on. Okay, boom. So also May 7th, the 21st, June 4th, July 2nd. July 16th. Good gracious, August 20th. September 3rd. And September 17th. Well, there you go. It's nice to know your schedule in advance, for sure. Definitely for sure. Okay, let me continue. Um, let's see. I have to reopen the document. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. Okay, now this is definitely happening today. Kings Park International Church, they're having their food pantry and clothing closet. So not only can you get groceries, you can also get maybe an outfit. Maybe you're getting back on your feet, you're getting back to work, getting back to school or whatever. So that is from 5 until 6 this evening at 1305 off of 1305 Odyssey Drive off of Highway 55. I think you can also get there via MLK Parkway. Now, I forgot to mention this, but Catholic Charities, they're running the Durham Community Food Pantry until 1 o'clock. That's 15 minutes. You got 15 minutes. If you can't make it within the next 15 minutes to the Lakewood Shopping Center, with today being Wednesday, they're doing it again from 5 until 7. So you don't have to break your neck to get there. You can, if you're off between 5 and 7, definitely head over there to 2020 Chapel Hill Road. It's game night at Boxyard RTP, the outdoor space at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. You sit outside. It's a little airish today, but they have those propane heaters. They also have the big heaters above with the gigantic fan pushing the air down, so you can meet new friends and play some board games tonight from 5:30 until 8:30. Totally free, but it's dinner time and you will be surrounded by restaurants, so you might want to bring a few bucks with you just in case you get hungry or thirsty. Now tonight, Wheels Durham, the roller rink at 715 North Hoover Road, they're hosting an R&B skate party tonight. So they're going to be playing oldies and also other good R&B tunes tonight from 6 until 8:30. Admission for skaters is $8 at the door, $6 if you get your ticket in advance online. I've got the link for you right there on the post. Also, you can rent skates if you don't own skates. So you can rent for $6, $7 if you're a rollerblader. Now, if you are a non-skater, age 18 plus, and you're there to watch your kids or little neighbors or whatever, whoever you bring there, your little cousins, then you pay $4. Okay, and again, that's 715 North Hoover Road from 6 until 8:30. Now, the Huron stage, tonight at 7, the Huron stage is an outdoor venue at 2329 Huron. So this is the home of local and touring musicians who play original music. They'll be hosting a jazzy, folky singer-songwriter, Sammy Stevens, along with tenor saxophonist Kazemde George. Also, they'll be supported by Christina Suarez and Charlie Garnett. So tickets are on a sliding scale ranging from $10 to $20. They're also going to have a free bar and a potluck. So everything starts at 7. You can get there at 6:30, but the music starts at 7. Speaking of music, they're going to have Brett's open mic tonight from 7 until 10 at the Blue Note Grill, downtown at 709 Washington Street. So the band will be playing R&B, smooth jazz, and funk. And if it gets good to you and you're bold enough, you can sign up and hop on stage and join them and sing or play to your heart's content. You do pay $5 to get in. And after that, it's all up to you. And it is a restaurant, so they would love it if you go ahead and order a little something to eat. Now, if you have to stay home, you can still enjoy the show on Facebook. Now, tomorrow morning, Whole Mama Yoga, they're going to be hosting Toddler Together Yoga for parents and their little ones between the ages of 1 and 4. This is going to be held at Jewish for Good, 1937 West Cornwallis Road. So the class fee is $10, but if you become a member, then it's free. Then at 11 o'clock, they're going to have Baby and Me Yoga for parents and the little ones up to age 1 year old, and that's going to be from 11 until 11:45. And of course, Catholic Charities, they'll be running the Durham Community Food Pantry tomorrow from 10 until 1. A very special event is going to be hosted by the Durham Nativity School, which is an incredible. If you don't know about this school, you need to know about it. It's free. It's for young men. It's for like middle school. It's like grades. It's at 7 through high school. They get the most top-notch education that you can imagine. A lot of these students end up going to college, prep school, and all those special things. It's for young men. It was started by doctors at Duke University. They were at Duke University Health Center. They were upset, as we all are, at seeing what happens very often with young men who fall victim to street violence. They wanted to have a school to guide the young men off of the streets and into higher achieving possibilities. And they do so well. The students they started out mostly Black. I notice a lot of young Hispanic men are going there now. And I think that anyone who just wants to go to this special school, they have to be ambitious though, because they don't take any mess. They wear uniforms. Um, it's a wonder. Their concept is fabulous. Like they have groups. They have like these little nuclear groups. So suppose you start there at grade 7. So you'll be with maybe 7 or 8 in your clique, and you stay with that same group throughout the years, and you're helping each other. And it's just wonderful. In the morning, they have these sessions where they have breakfast together, and they have these sessions where one student per day talks about what's happening. He chooses something from the news and talks about it extemporaneously, working on their public speaking skills. Um, it's an unbelievable school. It's even though it's not with this program. Let me tell you what's happening tomorrow. I went crazy talking about it, but tomorrow they're hosting their annual women's luncheon. So that's going to be tomorrow from 11:30 until 1. They will be honoring two women, Carolyn London and Jessica. I messed up her last name. I'll fix that after the show. Anyway, they're honoring these two women who are using their time, their talent, and their commitment to ensure that these young men do well in school. So it's going to be tomorrow. If you want to go, you contact Mike Shaw. I've got his phone number and his email address, so you can contact Mr. Shaw and get in on this luncheon. And also, I think it's a great way to go ahead and learn about this school because it's unbelievable. Let's see what else is happening tomorrow. Oh, the South Regional Library is the home of the RTP Toastmasters meeting. That's going to be from 4:30 until 5:30. And I'm sorry, my eyes skipped down. I'm sorry, that's from noon until 1 at the South Regional Library, which is at 4505 South Alston Avenue. This is where you get to learn how to develop your public speaking skills, and you're in a supportive environment. You will be surrounded by people who are working with the city. I think it started with people who are working for the city and the county. And learning how to speak in public is very important for those who maybe want to speak at your house of faith, or maybe you know that part of your job is now being online, doing what I'm doing, talking in front of a camera. Or maybe you're realizing that in order to move up, you have to give public speeches. So check out all the various Toastmasters meetings. We have at least 3 different groups here in Durham. And this one in particular, RTP Toastmasters, again, they're meeting at the South Regional Library tomorrow from noon until 1. All righty, let us check the weather real quick. All righty. Okay, let me go to the weather. Boom. Okay. It's not too bad out. It's 59 degrees. It's not quite 80, but it is 59. It's going up to 64. Not bad at all. Not bad. So it's going to be off and on cloud. I mean, it's cloudy right now. The sun's going to come out. It's trying to come out now. So we're going to get a couple of hours of sunlight and then clouds again. So I think the sun is going to be pretty much playing peekaboo all afternoon. So the high again will be 64. Now tomorrow, that's more like it. Going up to 77. I like that. That's more my speed. And it's going to be sunny all day tomorrow. Love that. Well, the sun's coming out now. There it is. And then Friday, 85. Love that. 55% chance of rain, though. That's okay because it's going to be 85. So there you go. Let's look ahead to the weekend. Oh, 56 and rainy on Saturday. That's okay. And then 61 and sunny on Sunday. So that's better. Looking ahead to next week, 70s and 80s. So we don't mind these 50-degree temperatures at all because look ahead next week. The high, 85. Can't beat it. Can't beat that. So that is it for today's show. Now, I will be live tomorrow at noon, but Friday, I will not be doing the show, or maybe I'll be pre recording the show. So, with that, you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon. If you want to come on the show, tomorrow's a good day to do it because I won't be doing the show live, probably not again until, wow, because Monday I'm going to be at that grand opening at JFK Towers. I might not be live again. So tomorrow, and then you might have to skip all the way over to Tuesday to be a guest on my show if that's what you wanted to do. So, but I'll be trying to do the show whenever I can. You know, I always do my best. When I can't do it live, I try to pre record or do it early. So, with that, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.